Hi Haley, this is Christina. I talked to you a couple hours ago on sending over this video about your website and some things you guys can do to improve it and set your company above the competition. All I ask is if you wouldn't mind just giving me some feedback on the video. I send this out to a lot of business owners and I just want to make sure that I'm not wasting anybody's time and it's good content. So jumping right into it, all three things that I'm going to talk about are things that you guys can do yourself. And the first thing is going to be content. So the average site needs 1,000 to 1,500 words in order to be optimized with Google. And you guys are currently sitting, I believe it's about 300, yeah, 374. So that would be my first suggestion, is getting up to that 1,000 to 1,500. Google is really working on getting people's content to improve and making sure that it is relevant to what they're doing, and they're crawling a lot of sites looking for better content to move up in the Google rankings more so than backlinks. So I went ahead and did a search for roofing company Atlanta, and I saw that you guys are in the number 3 spot, so you're doing great. But I don't sell people on, hey, I can get you in the number 3 spot. Like I sell people telling them that we need to get to the number 1 spot, right? And a lot of times, whenever somebody's looking for services, they're going to look for who's in the number 1 spot. Now, obviously, you're going to get more business than what you would do if you guys were on like the 5th page or the 10th page. So you guys are doing some things right, but it would increase your chances of getting more customers if not only you got to the number 1 spot for all the keywords, but also if you got into the top of the map pack, which I'll talk about here in just a second. So, and that's 1,300 potential customers a month just for this one keyword that you guys could increase your percentages from by being in the number 1 spot up here and the number 1 spot down here. So if you look at your number 1 competitors, it's Bell Roofing Co. And we're going to do the same thing that I did with yours. Pull them over into the word counter. You'll see that they only have 779, so it's very beatable. All you would need to do is get up to that 1,000 and you guys would have it. And then just make sure that if you do redo your content, that you build in some more keywords, like roofing company Atlanta would be one keyword I would want to make sure was in there, just because of the sheer amount of searches that are being done for just that one keyword. The next thing I want to talk about are citations. So the next visible section, obviously you have Google Guaranteed up here, which people pay to be in, and sometimes you'll see ads up here, but then you've got the Google Map Pack. And this is where your business name, address, and phone number are listed under your Google My Business. And the way that you can get up to the top of here, so you see how Bell Roofing has the number 1 spot in both spots. The way that you get up to the top here is by getting citations. And what a citation is when you submit your information into directories like Yellow Pages, Yelp, CityStar, Thumbtack, etc. So what I would do is I would Google these 3 companies and figure out all of the different places that they're getting listed under, and then just go after those same ones. And if Bell Roofing has 100 citations, I would go after 200, 300. You always want to blow your competition out of the water, so I wouldn't just stop at exactly how many they have. I'd go after what they have plus more. That way that you not only can stay above them in the, overtake them, but then stay above them for a long period of time, even if they start to try to play the catch-up game. And then the last thing that I want to talk about are backlinks. And we call this link juice, and it simply works like site A points to site B. Site A is the link juice, which gives site B more authority in Google's eyes, almost like a popularity contest. Now you can have more sites coming into your site, but there's a little more to it than that. Link juice is more effective if you have a relative site linking back to you. And when Google's crawling these pages, they're catching on to these things. So, for example, a blog post about maybe the different roofing materials there are, that's going to bring you guys a lot more power and authority than, say, a blog post about pizza, because you guys don't sling pizzas for a living. So this tool I'm going to show you, called Ahrefs, that you can go out and get, is called ahrefs.com. It's a little over $100 a month, but it really gives a good breakdown on what your site's doing. And you guys currently are sitting at 119 referring domains with 2.83 thousand backlinks. And Bell Roofing has 180 domains with 763 backlinks. So, you ask why, if you guys have more backlinks, why are they beating you? Really, it comes down to this being closer to a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you guys have a ton of spammy backlinks that are pointing back to you guys, like you see how much of a difference this is, you really only get power from the domain at just one time. So you could have 1,000 backlinks coming from one domain, but you're only going to get the power from it just the one time. So you want to get this closer to a 1-to-1 ratio. And you'll see here that I know that they're not great, but they do have a higher amount of domains and less amount of backlinks. So that's what you really want to work on. Now the great thing about this tool is you can go in and click on the domains that they're getting listed for, And then if it works for them, it'll work for you. So go after those same backlinks and see what, plus if you add that on top of what you guys already have, you should be able to overtake them in the organic search as well. So in closing, we talked about content, increasing to that 1,000 to 1,500 words on your homepage, making sure that you have some keywords built into there, citations, getting listed under different directories so you can overtake the map pack, and then link juice, making sure that your links that are pointing back to you guys are definitely relative to what you guys are doing. If you guys get a bunch of spammy backlinks, then it's only going to get you so far, and it's going to be really hard to get to the top because Google knows the SEO games. They're really looking for quality. So if you guys have any questions on this, you can give me a call at 816-323-4100. My name's Christina. I'm with KC Phoenix SEO. Thanks for watching my video.